Yo, Gemini, what's up? I'm Zach from Pink Flower Tarot, and I'm here to read your cards. Today, Gemini, we're going to be looking at the rest of February for you. We're going to see what's coming towards you, any wisdom, advice, guidance, or messages you may need from Spirit. Just remember, Gemini, these are general readings, so they may not resonate with you, but if it does, just take what serves you and leave the rest for someone else who may need the advice. So today, for this reading for the rest of February, we're doing a 9-card spread, the classic past, present, future. One kind of side note, I was shuffling the oracle cards for you before I started the video, and for the first time ever, I shuffled the cards, I broke the cards up differently, in a different direction, and I thought it was kind of weird because I've never ever done that. So I kind of feel like this kind of the message in my head with that I felt for you was needing to kind of do things differently, and how you normally would do it. But let's see what the card's gonna say. So Gemini, this is for you for the rest of February. This is for Gemini, please, Spirit. For Gemini, please, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know for the rest of February, please, Spirit? Any wisdom, advice, guidance, messages, please, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know for the rest of February? What does Gemini need to know for the rest of February, please, Spirit? Any wisdom, advice, guidance, messages, please, Spirit, for Gemini. Please show the cards that Gemini needs to see most in regards to the rest of February. What does Gemini's past, present, and future look like? For the rest of February, please, Spirit. This is for Gemini, please, Spirit. For the rest of February, please, Spirit. Any wisdom, advice, guidance, messages, please, Spirit, for Gemini. Okay, take a sip of water real quick. Delicious. Okay. Okay, this is for Gemini for the rest of February, please, Spirit. This is for Gemini for the rest of February. For Gemini for the rest of February, please, Spirit. Ooh. For Gemini for the rest of February, please, Spirit. Here, I need one more. One more for Gemini, please, Spirit. Ooh, okay, crazy. Okay, Gemini, so your past, your present, your future in front of me. So in your recent past, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Wands reversed, and then the Sun. It's pretty cool. So the 7 of Pentacles is the earth sign energy. It has to do with career, finances, the things that ground you in the physical world. To me, the 7 of Pentacles, when I read it, I always find it's a card of needing to take a break, needing to kind of admire what you've grown here. It's you've been working hard towards something, so you can kind of start to see things starting to kind of grow, things are falling off this bush here. It needs more time, and to me, it's a card of just taking some time for yourself. 7 is also a card of knowledge, so it's kind of I think you know where you're headed here, and it's you just need to keep putting in more time. But I always read 7 of Pentacles, I think it's you need to take, you're working hard, it's okay, things that, it's keep working hard, but take some time for yourself as well. So I think that's what I feel in your recent past, it's you've been working hard, you kind of see things are kind of coming to fruition, but part of you is I just want to chill a little bit. Below it with the King of Wands reversed, fire sign energy. It's with creativity and passion, the things that really drive you. To me, a King of Wands is, somebody's already done the work. A king is someone who's already done the work. King of Wands to me, especially reversed, can be kind of very stubborn, very hot-headed. And to me, I feel holding this card is a sense of frustration. It's you see what you're growing here, you've been putting in the work, and it's you want things to happen quicker, and it's I think it's making you feel really frustrated here. Because I think you know exactly where you're headed, Gemini, because of the Sun. Major card. Best card of the deck. It's just happiness to the extreme. Also a card of Leo. Lots of fire here, so you could be dealing with Leo in your recent past, but I think it's you kind of know the outcome of what you want, you kind of know where you're headed, and it's kind of leading towards this sense of happiness. I think it's you're frustrated in your recent past because you're just not there yet. You're you want it now, but you can't have it now, basically, and that's okay. And it's kind of don't let that feeling of frustration get the best of you and ruin this happiness you're working towards. Here in your present, Gemini, we have the Two of Wands reversed, the Fool, And then we have the Nine of Wands reversed. Lots of wands in your reading, and lots of wands that are reversed, which is kind of funny. So the Two of Wands reversed to me. Two of Wands is all about, it's a card of preparation. Two is a card of balance as well. So to me, there's definitely this sense you're present of feeling, again, like this frustration is what I'm really feeling. Like the Two of Wands is like you really kind of planning out your next step. It's like you haven't even left the building yet. You're just kind of like, you're like admiring where you want to go, and you're like, I'm about to leave. And I think kind of like there's delays that are kind of happening that are out of your control right now, I feel. And it's kind of like this frustration is kind of also blocking you from making the next step. It's kind of like, I think by like being so focused on the negatives, and so focused on things that kind of being on your timeline, it's like it's kind of blocking you from even making the next step. It's like it's kind of like you need to kind of clear your mind and focus on the good, and I think that'll help you kind of turn things around and allow you to plan to make the next step. Below it, the Fool, which is also in the center of your spreads, it's kind of like the major kind of overall theme of this reading. It's kind of like the major energy surrounding you. We have the Fool, first card in the deck. Air sign energy has to do with your mind, the way you think. This is your own energy, Gemini, so it's nice to see in the center of the spread. The Fool is about taking a risk. It's about taking a leap of faith, just going for it. And I think, yeah, that's what you need to do. It's like you need to kind of like, even though you're frustrated here, it's like just kind of ignore those things and just keep kind of going for it. Like you've been resting in your past here, kind of contemplating on what you're doing. And you just kind of need to just like keep going for it now. It's kind of like, at this point, you're kind of blocking yourself, I feel like. You're like this frustration. It's kind of it's kind of like clouding your decision making. And I think at this point, you just like less thinking and just doing it, just jumping, just going for it. That's what you need to do. And then after the Fool, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. Nine of Wands, 9 means you're almost at the end of a cycle. It means things are really coming to fruition. The Nine of Wands reversed to me is a card of like feeling like giving up. You work so hard to collect these 9 wands. You're feeling battered and bruised. And when it's reversed, it's like you're just kind of like you're at your wit's end. You're like, I just don't think I can keep doing it. I don't think I can collect this last wand. And when I see it, I'm always like, damn, like, you got one more wand to go. Like, just hang in there. Like, you're almost at the end of the cycle. You work so hard to achieve these wands. Like, don't give up now. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, with the Fool here, I just feel like it's just like, yeah, like, push all that stuff aside, all this doubt, all those frustrations, and just keep going for it. Like, just keep plugging away. You don't know maybe when it's going to happen, but just keep going. Like, just take the leap of faith. That's like what I'm hearing. In your future, Gemini, we have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands reversed, and then the Eight of Wands reversed. So the Five of Swords to me, air sign energy again, has to do with what you think, like I just said. The Five of Swords, like 5 is a card of conflict. The Five of Swords to me is like winning the battle, but at what cost? It's like this guy has won the battle and the people walking away disappointed. And I kind of think like in your near future, this feeling of like needing to stand up for yourself. I think like this feeling of like needing to really put yourself first and like really stick up for yourself. Like don't let others kind of get you down. Just to me, it's like keep focusing on what you're doing. Even if other people disagree or like you're worried what other people are going to think, like just keep focusing on you and what you're trying to achieve. At the same time, I'm kind of hearing in my head, especially with the Knight of Wands reversed, it's like be kind about it. I know you're frustrated and it's kind of like, don't be too fiery, like don't be too, I don't know, like think about others as well. I know it's kind of like almost conflicting messages, but it's like, put yourself first, but try to do it in a way that's like still with some kindness. Because the Knight of Wands reversed to me is like really like not thinking what you're doing. Just like you're passionate about it and you're just like running for it. And it's kind of like you need to like slow down a little bit. And again, like the sense of like being kind as well. I don't know why, but like I'm just hearing that in my head. And then below it, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So we have like the Nine of Wands straight to an Eight of Wands, which I like to see. It's like even though you're tired, like things are picking back up for you. So if there's this feeling of like things not happening in your timeline, like maybe things are feeling delayed, things are really, really picking back up for you. Because Eight of Wands is like a card of communication. It's like a lot of things coming towards you. And when it's reversed to me, it's like very overwhelming almost. It can be overwhelming. And there's a sense of like, with the Knight of Wands reversed too, like it's like, you can handle it. I know you can handle it. And it's like, it might seem very overwhelming, but I think you're very capable of doing it. I think in your near future, like things are gonna pick up way faster than you're expecting. So it's kind of like the sense of like really going forward, and then like I don't know, it's kind of like you're getting what you're wishing. You want things to move forward, and the universe is like, well, here you go. Here's everything you want. Here's like everything you need to keep doing. I think there's like a sense of like I'm feeling overwhelmed holding it as well. So I think it's like just be careful. Like how do I say it? It's just everything's gonna be okay. It's like you're capable of handling this. Even if it does feel overwhelming, just kind of stay grounded. You know, like the Knight of Wands reverse is like this feeling of not being grounded too. And I think like just stay grounded because you're gonna be dealing with a lot in your near future for the rest of February. Bottom of the deck, get the King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yes. Okay. So bottom of the deck is like bonus energy. King of Pentacles to me, you know, like I said, the King has always done the work. It's almost kind of like you're in this frustrated place in your recent past, the King of Wands, and things moving forward, you know, you're gonna be the King of Pentacles upright. It's like a more stable, grounded energy. I think it's like you need to ground yourself because a lot is coming towards you. You know, it's like you've kind of been waiting for it. Now things are really picking up like way faster than you expected. So it's kind of like you really need to reground yourself because you're in a good place, you know. With the Nine of Wands here, it's like you've done the work. You know what you're doing. You know, King of Pentacles to me is like, has achieved his goals, can kind of sit back and relax and be comfortable. You know, he's solid, he's dependable, and that's kind of the energy you need to be in. I think the King of Pentacles is very kind as well. So it's like, again, the sense of like being kind as well. Like, don't take your frustration out on others is kind of like maybe like what I'm trying to get at. Then below we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is nice to see for you because it's your own energy. It's all about a new opportunity. And when I see the Ace of Swords as an opportunity that you see and you know in your mind, like, this is good. I want this. I know, like, on paper, it's smart. It makes sense. And it's like, things are picking up for you, and it's like you need to be in a solid place because it's like a new opportunity is coming towards you. Or maybe it's an opportunity you're working on, and it's like, you know, it's good, and it's like you just need to be in a more grounded place. I think now, kind of the same thing. There's a sense of frustration with the Page of Swords reverse, kind of maturity. And again, this card of like just getting back to work. Eight of Pentacles reverse is like, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, you need to kind of just get back to it, you know. And again, 2 8s, like, just I think that's a lot. Like a lot is coming, a lot is going to be on your plate, and you just need to make sure you're grounded to achieve these things. Sorry, I'm kind of like tongue tied reading it, but it feels good, Gemini. Especially with the Fool in the center of the reading, like, you just need to go for it. Okay, let's get some advice for Gemini, please. Get some advice for Gemini for this reading, please, Spirit. Thank you for watching this video, Gemini. I know I can be kind of crazy when I'm reading the cards. Okay, so the Gorilla. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. That's interesting. So again, like, you know, be compassionate. That's kind of like what I was seeing in your future. It's like, be kind. And that's really the message that's ringing through, I guess. And then bottom of the deck, with the chimpanzee, we got two, like, are the apes and the monkeys? I don't know. You got two monkeys, which I think is kind of funny. The chimpanzee. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get the answers to your questions. So yeah, like, use your head and your heart. Use them together. I mean, that's kind of the best way to approach things. Like, feel it out, but also realize, like, think it through. So yeah, I guess especially the Gorilla, like, listening compassionately. Now with the Five of Swords in your future, it's kind of like, you know, like being kind of standoffish. And I think it's kind of like, yeah, like, you need to change that. So I don't know why, but that feels like really important, Gemini. So try to balance things out and be compassionate for the rest of the month. I hope this reading helps, Gemini. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your month. Bye.